episode 5 of Men Ain't Shit with me, your host with the most, of course. Hey, don't be a hater, Larry.
It's your boy, Larry.
In fact, I will let Raven introduce herself, so go ahead, Raven, do your thing.
Hi, I'm Raven, here as a special guest for episode 5 of Men Ain't Shit.
Oh, and of course, nobody cares about you, Larry, so we can just roll over and keep going if you...
Hey, I'm here.
So, Larry, what you got for us today, buddy?
Man, since we got a special guest here, I figure we could talk about, things from get the woman's point of view on men not being shit, Raven, I wanna know, you're gonna start off here. What makes a man ain't shit?
I feel there's about to be a lot of side eyeing going on around here.
Yeah. Are you asking qualifications of a fuckboy, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, like, how do I qualify myself? Like, how can I just look at myself and I'm like, damn, I ain't shit for real?
Well, you already got the haircut, so there's that. But I think that just, honestly, the basic qualification is to be completely selfish and completely self-centered and have absolutely no empathy for anybody but yourself. Start there and then work your way up.
That sounds like a shitty person in general.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like a shitty person in general.
what it is.
So what you're saying is there's not a lot of guys out here that ain't shit then.
I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying at all.
I've never met someone just totally and like didn't care about nobody.
Okay, fine. So then let's put it into forms of dating then. How about that?
Okay. Now, first, Raven, when you say selfish, are we talking like if I got one wing left on the plate and you want it and I don't give it to you, is that qualified as being selfish?
Here we go, taking it to food again.
Right. I mean in the form of emotions, decision-making, choices, conversations, expression, trust. I mean in those qualities, not food.
Got
You love wings.
right. Okay. I think that's a good place to touch it in dating. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what? Okay. So here's a good question. Okay. So the first date, are you looking for signs of someone being ain't shit?
I'm not looking for them, but
Mhm.
I'm definitely aware of them. I'm definitely going to be mindful of them. Like nobody goes on a first date like, I'm going to find all the things that's wrong with you. No, not doing that. But if I'm on a first date, there are some things that will definitely stand out to me. Like, was this well planned? Was this, considerate? Was it thoughtful? Like, I live in New York, so it's very important to me that you meet at least in the middle of the boroughs. Don't ask me to go all the way to Brooklyn when I live in the Bronx. Did you try to pay for it? Did you open the door? Did you pull out my seat? Where did we go? Like, did you get to know me well enough to determine if I even like this location or this type of vibe? Or did you just decide to take me someplace that you take all the rest of your girls? Like, stuff like that.
Whoa. What you mean? Like,
because look, I was like, oh, wait.
See, I was with you until you got to the end there where you were
So,
like,
okay, and that's where a lot of guys mess up on the first date. Like, do not just generalize a date to every girl. Every girl is different, and no, not every girl wants to go to Top Golf.
Oh.
So you cannot take every girl to Top Golf. You cannot take every girl to the movies. I am over going out to eat. Don't ask me to go out to eat. If you ask me to go out to eat on the first date, I'm not going.
Damn, well, I like to eat. I feel like that's half of the
exactly. Like,
after the date, if the date is going well, but that is not the date. Eating is not a date. That's not a date. We all have to eat.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is why y'all pick dates and do what you like to do what you want to do. But
wait. I'm over here paying. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
So then date yourself. Go out with yourself. Go out with your boys. But you're trying to get to know this girl. You're probably trying to impress this girl.
But hold on. You over here talking about, he got to pick the date. He got to be considerate and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. How am I going to just pick something out of the blue? Like, just like, let's do this that I've never experienced before. I don't know if we're going to have a good time or not.
Okay. Which is all the more fun in experiencing something new with somebody new. You don't just get to, put it to you like this. That's another thing that I would look for. Is he willing to step out of his comfort zone to get to know me?
This is a first date.
Yeah, you're trying to get to know someone. You're not trying to, what you always do.
Oh, so I'm supposed to just like, all right, let's go skydiving. I'll get to know you in the air or something.
That's not
Because
third date type of thing for sure. And that's fun too. That's really fun. Like, I know for me personally, any guy that, you know, wants to go on a date, if his first date idea is something completely off the wall, I'm in. I'm already, like, I'm in. I'm with it.
Oh, man, well, I guess that eliminates me and half of the other brothers.
I like uniqueness. I like dates that are like completely random. You're creating memories instantly, and it also, like, it lets you know what kind of person you're dealing with. Like,
hold on, because we gotta go back to the topic at hand though, like, because we're talking about men not being shit. So you're saying that if a man takes you to like a just not even random, but it's just a typical, oh, let's go dinner and a movie, right? You're like, oh, that's a sign of him ain't being shit.
I'm already bored. First of all, we're not going to talk to each other in the movie, so I'm not getting to know you.
No, women be asking big questions in movies. Like, we watching the same movie.
Talk during the movie, also no.
Yes.
Women do that shit all the time. Like, oh, what's going on?
No. If you're talking to me on the movie, I'm gonna be like, hey man, look, you got one more time, or I'm gonna end this.
Exactly. Like, no. What's the point? If we're just gonna talk during the movie the whole time?
But I'm just saying, like, so that's a sign for you to, like, oh, he might not be shit because he's bad at picking dates.
Well, yeah. And I'm not going to say that would make him not shit. I just think that definitely lets me know right then and there that he is not thoughtful, especially if you're dating me. So mind you, I'm talking about just from my perspective. I think both of you should know me well enough by now to know that, like, don't take me to dinner and the movies on a first date. Like, what am I going to do with that? That's more so like we've been together for like 6 months and we just want to do something on a Thursday night.
See, I feel like if I'm taking you to somewhere extravagant on first dates, every other day is gonna have to be like that.
It's a level up each time.
It doesn't have to be extravagant. I think a perfect first date for people that are getting to know each other is like, let's go for a hike. Let's go on like a little picnic maybe. I don't know, something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be expensive and it doesn't have to be extravagant, but it shows me that you're interested in spending time with me and getting to know me versus you got to drop money on me. Like, some girls really like that. Some girls want you to drop all the money. But in my opinion, that also kind of tells you what direction you're going in as far as you're dating anyway with this person. Like, what are you really looking for? Are you looking to get to know me? Are you just kind of looking for basically to hook up with me eventually? Because you're not even really trying to talk to me if you're taking me to the movies.
So,
or see me. As a matter of fact, I can get cute to go sit in the dark.
So we all right, let's fast forward here a little bit, because we know apparently from first date on, you know, I'm ain't shit because I want to take a girl to dinner or something. So let's fast forward a couple months in.
Okay.
Let's fast forward a couple months in. How do I?
You forward her in. When she was just talking about the money, all I kept thinking about was Quinta B, and the dude was like, yo, can I get a large popcorn, some duds, and a small slushy? She's like, oh, he got money.
Money.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Larry. Go ahead.
So we fast forward in a couple months in. All right, so say I did all that, you know, picnics and hiking, and we bicycled around the city, you know, did some dumb shit. And we 2 months in, I started to let my guard down. Not me per se, but just like if I was a, you know, pretend fuckboy. You know, what signs are you looking for at that time? Just, you know, what would be your red flags that, damn, he really ain't shit?
So then at that point, it will go from, because mind you, like I said, it depends on the girl. So you dating me and you know that I like to go do fun stuff. Like I said, expensive or not doesn't really have to, the money's not the thing, but I like to have fun with my partner. And then all of a sudden, and you know this about me, and all of a sudden it's like, babe, I just want to stay in the house all day. Let's sit in and watch Netflix. oh no, I'm not really trying to go. Or, oh babe, actually, I don't have money to keep doing this to take you out.
Oh.
Yeah, because you done made them take you everywhere under the sun doing fun shit.
Okay, so my thing is, my key point is it's not about the money. We can, I mean, literally, DC is right up the street. I live in New York. There's free stuff all the time. I mean, all the time. And especially with this pandemic, people have gotten completely creative with dating, like to the point where there's just no excuse. At this point, you're showing me that you're just lazy and boring.
So
And that would be a super red flag for me, because it's like, don't lure me in with all the fun things, and you seem to be as fun and as spontaneous as me, and then once you get comfortable, now you're like, oh no, I'm actually just boring as hell and I don't want to do anything. I only did this shit to get you. Now I'm like, oh yeah, no, you ain't shit, because I'm gonna hold you to the same standard that you started with. And then you're gonna start looking at me like I'm a nag and I'm a problem, or I'm not satisfied, or I want you to spend money on me all the time. And it's like, wait, no. It's none of those things.
So basically, if you're gonna be boring, just be boring up front and just be like, yeah, I'm boring.
Yes. And I've had guys actually tell me that, like, you know, guys who've asked me out, and I'm like, okay, so what are you thinking? What do you want to do? And he'll say something dry or boring or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't really sound like fun or something I'm really interested in doing. Like, let's come up with something else. And he'll straight up say, oh, well, I'm not really trying to do too much. And I'm like, oh, okay, so neither am I then. And we don't have to go forward from that. Like, and that's fine with me. Let me know from jump, you're not really about nothing. And I won't waste my time, and I won't waste yours either.
See,
but don't come in strong and then want to, you know, lull back like I'm supposed to just be cool with that. I'm not. Keep that energy.
See, you gotta do something real off the wall. You gotta be like, first date, we going swimming with sharks. And
oh my God, no, you can't do that, because if you do that, then from there on, I'm thinking in my head, oh, you have a lot of really cool ideas. This is gonna be great. Like, third date, we need to be in somebody's parachute. But you can work your way up and interesting. Like, there are levels to being interesting. You don't have to go above and beyond.
I still just do not see how my date choices make me a fuckboy. I just still don't.
Okay, so let's reel it back to what I originally said. Get to know the girl you're dating. Do not take every girl to the same spot.
But no, hear me out though. Hear me out. Like, say so say I meet you, right? I don't know how we met, but I just met you. And I'm like, hey, let's go out Thursday. You know, and you're like, all right, let's go. And then I kind of put something together, and we you know, go out on a date. I've not much time to really get to know what you like, because it's the same, like I said, we just met. So is that a knock against me because I don't know everything about you yet?
Would you even call that a date versus the first time you're spending time with somebody?
Yes, that's a date.
Yeah, I would call it a date too. I only call it a date because I feel like if I'm trying to spend, well, I guess it could just be spending time with somebody, but that's
how I would see it.
That's true.
And I think that's where I think that's where a lot of women and men kind of fall short. Like, I think the first date doesn't really happen until we establish where we stand with each other. Like, do we really like each other? Because the first few times you hang out with somebody, you're really just hanging out. And then you can call it a date after you guys really start planning things or talking about things, or you call it a date. Like, I've been out with guys a few times, and I would not say the first, second, or the third time I hung out with him, it was a date. I would say we hung out. But a date is when it kind of gets taken to a completely different level. And it seems to be a little bit more intimate. It seems to be a little bit more, you know, one-on-one, and you want to kind of show a more romantic or a different interest in you. So you can hang out with me the first time. Let's go get a coffee, or let's go, you know, whatever. But then when we establish, okay, we like each other, and I want to actually take you out, I want to actually spend some money on you or spend some time with you and really get intimate with you mentally on a deeper level, at that point, then I think that's where the thoughtfulness needs to really come in. And I think that at any point, whether it be initially hanging out or a first date, I think dinner and movies not it. But where the fuckboy part comes in is when, like I said, you have no intentions behind either or. it's like for you, it's like I'm just going out for going out. Like I have a friend who has, you know, she hung out with a guy a few times or whatever, and they went to like a festival or something the first time, which was really fun for her. And then the second time he was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna come over and hang out. And, you know, she's like, okay, cool. And then so she asked him, mind you, they've been texting and stuff in between and talking on the phone, but she asked him then, okay, so what is it that you want? Like, what direction do you want to move in? Do you want to start dating? Or, and he's like, oh no, I'm just, you know, I want a friend. I want to be friends. But what if she thought those first two instances when she was with him were dates? Now he's like telling her he wants to be friends.
I mean, it seemed like low key she thought they were.
She did, and he
So,
actually led her to believe that they were.
Right.
how? When she asked what was going on, and he was like, nah.
No, because that constant, that consistency, this is another thing. In that initial dating stage, your consistency and your follow-up with a woman says a lot. Do not good morning text me every single day. Do not try to make plans with me. Do not ask me about work or anything like that. Do not show deep levels of interest with me. And then you're like, oh, I want to be friends. What? Why would you do that? That's extra effort for no reason.
Yeah, I definitely believe if you send a good morning text and stuff like that, you actually want to like spend some quality time with that person. Because I'm not sending no regular person no good morning text. You know what I'm saying? So I agree.
I never texted Larry good morning ever.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't text Larry good morning either. Look at him.
Exactly.
How can I have a good morning? Fuck up.
Okay, Larry. Okay, I actually agree with Raven on that. You are not sending good morning text to a girl you're not interested in. I agree with that. I absolutely. I mean,
you have to, but then that's where it differs, because that's where you get the difference between a guy who basically ain't shit and someone who might be serious about something. Because
I don't know. I text girls good morning.
Are they girls who
okay, and do you have any intentions behind that?
It might be on the fence. Might, you know.
Right.
Might be trying to
Like you said, all those actions with no intentions is literally that's the line. That's the line. Don't, it shouldn't, you, for what? You text her good morning for what? For what?
I want her to have a good morning. What's wrong with that?
Why do you care?
Right. Because then the next question is, I care because I like you. You're right. I agree.
And where do you see this going?
I agree.
I don't see the problem with just simple acts of kindness.
No, I'm not saying.
Y'all the type of people that probably don't get
kindness. Get out of here. Now let me ask you a question. These girls that you're sending these good morning texts to out of acts of kindness, these are women that you would very much sleep with.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Point proven. And these are the same girls that, yeah, you're going to take out on dates. You're going to spend time with. You might even let her spend the night, whatever, and literally have no interest in. And you're going to pay everything else.
Don't put my game plan out there. Nah.
Be throwing my plan.
Don't be playing. Be throwing my playbook out there.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about guys like you.
That's crazy.
And yeah, that's the problem right there.
Yeah, because I mean, now there are some friends and like, you know, I just like, yo, what up? Good morning, you know, something. But I mean, I'm saying what up, but I'm not sending no good morning text every morning. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that.
Whoa. All right. You know, I ain't gonna be a snitch out here. Never mind.
You know what I'm saying?
This supposed to be an open forum.
It's supposed to be open.
I be seeing certain things on the timeline from a said Josh to certain people.
That's my Twitter crush. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
on the daily. So I mean,
wait, time out. How many people do I hit up good morning?
Hey, look, like I said,
wait. Are you talking about like a public tweet?
Yes.
No, Larry, that doesn't count.
Thank you, Larry. It's a tweet, a public tweet.
A public tweet.
Man, thank you.
I think anything that's done that like it's public, like anybody can see it, it doesn't count. Like I will never understand how people be like, oh yeah, you were in my comments on IG, so I thought you were interested. Everybody's in your comment. That's what it's for. I'm supposed to comment on your picture. That doesn't make me super interested.
No. You know what? I feel like this is bringing me into another topic right now.
Oh, I like this. We're going
because
deception right here. We're going deeper.
that's how women flirt. Don't pretend like some women don't flirt that way. Cause y'all real like subtle about y'all flirts, and you like, oh, I was hitting the whole time. I'm like,
okay, but that goes back to intention. Like,
but how am I supposed to know? Like in your example just
okay,
now.
so in my opinion, and I think that you guys can agree with this, women are a little different now. You gonna know at this point. There is no more, I don't know if she likes me. No. It's almost like we have very little time for those type of games anymore. If I like you, you will know.
I don't know. It seemed like women got plenty of time because it seems like in today's
not women, no time. If I like you, I like you, and you will know. And
no, because I was saying like it seems like a lot of women are habitual daters now, and not so much looking for long-term relationships.
Define what you mean.
I see a lot of women who are getting in situationships, but not relationships. Did Josh just leave?
No, I'm still here.
Josh, I mean, why? But I said, women are, going for more situationships and not being in a committed relationship anymore.
Willingly. Like they know what they're getting themselves into. I don't know not one woman who is willing to be in a situationship.
I mean.
No, you know what?
I mean.
Actually, that's not true. I don't think they want it. I think a lot of women are convincing themselves that it might be better for them, or they're settling. I don't think it's what they want. But I think it's what that guy is going to give, and they want that guy, so that's what they're going to do. I don't think that they're willing to be in situationships.
But like in a situation like that,
guy that I really want to commit completely, yeah, I'm gonna talk to other people in the meantime.
And is he at fault if he talks to other people in the meantime?
What I mean, now I'm going to speak for myself again because I noticed that I'm a little different.
I generalize. I want you to speak for all women.
Whoa!
I can't speak for all women, but I will tell you, deep down, no woman wants to die.
Why do we invite her if she's not speaking for all women?
We party, but better yet, hold on.
From the female perspective, I can give you that. But what I was saying is, I don't know any woman who's genuinely interested in a man. She wants him or is okay with him talking to other women. That's not a thing. Like no woman wants that. No man wants that.
Nobody's generally interested.
But what can you really do? You can't stop them.
No, but you
and
can
if you're
walk
choosing
away.
to settle for a situationship, then that's what you're gonna get.
But like I'm saying, you can walk away, or you could just find someone who's going to commit to you.
Okay, so here's what I also believe. What's the point in walking away if your heart's not done? You're only going to be you're really truly what you're going to do is you're going to walk away and come back. Women specifically, we leave, we come back, we leave, we come back, we leave, we come back until we're completely sure that we don't want this anymore. But why do you think baby daddies stay around for as long as they do half the time if the woman is really interested?
According to Twitter, they got good dick.
Well, that would be, I wouldn't know anything about that, but Twitter. That might be all it got.
According to Twitter.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, no, I really feel like if you have an emotional connection or a love connection with somebody, even if it's somebody that you're not in a committed relationship with, telling yourself, oh, I'm going to leave. I mean, you can put your self-worth before everything, and that's most important. But a lot of women don't think about that self-love and that self-worth. They stay, but then they end up coming back when the guy acts right for 2 minutes.
But here's the thing, though. That's just emotional baggage that they keep taking to other situationships or relationships. Mm-hmm. It's why can't women just deal with that?
We think more with our emotions. You guys think more logically. We think more emotionally. For us, it's about how we feel. And that feeling does not come with every guy. It's like you all can look at a woman and think the same thing. Oh, she's hot. Like, I can talk to her. She makes me laugh. That's any girl. For us, it's like there's a guy that you are emotionally connected to when you. It's like we I don't know. We have this innate loyalty.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you because a funny woman is a rarity.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a rarity.
I agree.
But that's not going to stop you from actually being with one that's not funny either.
I don't know. But if she don't got the same sense of humor, like that's a problem too.
It's not going to stop you from being with a woman that's not funny.
It would stop me.
We've had conversations about you just being with people just off strength, and it's like, well, if you're not into her, then what are you doing?
Oh, stop snitching. Hey, you out? Hey,
I'm just saying.
Josh, get your girl.
No, I think, you know what I think too? I think guys settle more often than women do.
And then that's why we cheat.
I'm not going to give you any justifiable reason to cheat, but I genuinely think guys actually settle way more than women do. We might be picky and but we will eventually move on or whatever the case may be. But I think guys actually find a woman, think she's good or whatever, and really stay. Now, I'm not saying they stay unhappily. I do think that they cheat a lot, but.
Well, speaking of cheating.
Oh, here we go. We pardon. Go.
Boy, Josh. Actually, this don't even have anything to really go with each other, but at the same time, Josh had a good topic that he wanted to bring up.
Body count. And y'all know. Now, there's a story
related to cheating.
I don't know. We making it.
we pardon.
We'll make it happen.
I want to tell y'all, when I went to college, I went to a small college in Sumter, South Carolina. Okay, so the inside joke at the college was like, Joshua has nobody under his belt. Good God! But I only before college, I probably had 5, and I'm really pushing 5. I'm really pushing it. If I have time, well, let me think about it. Then I can edit it in post. So we go. Oh, it's even worse. It was 4. So if we really count, I had 4 before I went to college. 4.
That's not bad. That's well.
That's better than me.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
I had 1.
Maybe I got up to. Let me do it again so I can edit in post.
It depends on how we count this thing.
Are we? I'm talking. Okay, I know people count we pardon. We can say whatever we want. Okay, I know people count head and intercourse completely 2 different things. I know some people who do that. Okay, so if we're doing that, my number may rise by 2 just from head alone. But I would even say my max 10.
Period.
And that's it.
In your lifetime, 10.
In my lifetime.
And how old are you, Josh?
I am 34.
I feel like that's about average.
Average? Today's Joe? Hell no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not average, Larry.
It's behind the curve, Larry. I am. Gave you the Yoda. The Yoda can't be just.
I think that's respectable. Completely respectable. Like if I were to date a dude whose body count was 10, he was something special because no.
Yeah, I'm with Raven. That is completely not the average because even when I talk to my cousins, these are my younger cousins.
But wait.
You also are in a completely different generation, though.
That's true. That is true.
I
didn't have Tinder.
That's a swipe now. A swipe. We had to.
Josh is
we had to
a millennial. He's not so far away from us.
No, but Raven's right. If Tinder was if Tinder was around when I was in my 20s, boy,
it was though.
I don't remember Tinder being around in my 20s.
No, it wasn't, Larry.
This joint came out at least
We
20.
had tagged. It was
Hold on,
tagged.
let's find out.
I don't think Tinder was around in my 20s.
Niggas over here fact checking.
The only thing that was around for sure, social media wise, was like MySpace, tag.
Josh, how old are you bringing up MySpace?
34. That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
Tinder actually came out in 2012.
Son, get at your boy for knowing stuff. It probably wasn't popping in 2012.
It
Tell
probably,
us why you know so much about it.
he was swiping left for everything. What is it? Left or right?
Yeah.
So I'm denying him, swiping left, like I don't want to.
So, wait, because here's my question. So, because sooner or later, I feel like in every relationship, somebody asks, what's the body count?
No, when, not that I'm saying we're old, but when we were younger, like early 20s, yeah. But now, no, it's not even a conversation anymore. I don't care and I don't want to know, and do not ask me mine. It's none of your business. Why are we talking about this? It was before you. Doesn't matter. So long as your papers are saying what they need to say, I don't need to know that. And I'd rather not know.
I mean, I don't see it as an unhealthy conversation.
I don't either. I'm not saying it's unhealthy. It's just I'm not interested. I don't need to know about your sex life before me. Gross.
So
now, I like to know little fun things, like where's the wildest place you had sex or whatever the case may be. But I don't need to know exactly how many people you penetrated.
That's to the movie theater.
No, hold on, because I wanna dive deeper into the conversation. Say like I was like wildly promiscuous, like I'm out here like Wilt Chamberlain knocking them down. I've been through half
I want to know
the city, and you just don't care.
Like I said, are your papers showing me that you out here knocking things down?
Paper's clean. Somehow, thank God, paper's clean.
Are we using
but I've been through. What if like I said, half the city we out, and you like some girls like, oh yeah, I was with him, X, Y, blah, blah, blah.
That's totally different. Now, me knowing your body count versus you being for the streets and everybody can honestly say they've had you, different.
Right. I agree.
Body count.
Agree.
But if you are literally out here and everybody can honestly be like, oh yeah, I was with him, that's something totally different. Your body count is not equal to how many people you've been involved with, in my opinion. Because, like, honestly, it's like you didn't even have to sleep with everybody for another girl to just be like, oh, yeah, I used to talk to him and have everything under the sun to say about you, and you ain't even sleep with this girl. That, to me, is more annoying. Like, why does everybody that we come across have something to say about you? That would be a problem for me. Now.
Well, the name of the podcast is Man Ain't Shit, so we got to give these scenarios.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, but I just think that those two things are different. I don't know. What do you think, Josh?
It's one thing for you to have a high body count, and that's cool. But like you said, if you come to somebody and somebody goes, oh yeah, I know Larry from da 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 da, and another girl says, oh yeah, I know Larry from da da da, you're doing too much at that point. You're doing way too much. Like you're doing way too much. Like.
Why couldn't you use your name in this scenario? I feel like you're putting out this narrative I don't like. It just said, oh yeah, I know John.
And it's funny because back in the day, I really thought that, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I thought that like me having a low body count really was like shit. Like, damn, Josh. Like, cause then when I learned y'all, I get so blown away now when I talk to like other people and my cousins about what they're doing with chicks and dudes. I'm like, what? Like, I'm getting so blown away. Like, I really, and y'all my friends, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Probably like 3 years ago, I realized, man, sexually, I probably didn't do half the shit I wanted to do. Like, because everybody else was doing, y'all, I mean, it was like people doing off the wall shit. I mean, shit you don't even think about when you like married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm just like, oh my God, you did what? like, I think the most outrageous thing I ever done was I had a threesome once.
Ooh, we gotta talk about
Before the question comes up, no, it was two girls.
No, you was about to say two.
I had already assumed that.
Yeah, that's all.
That's the most outrageous thing I've ever done.
But let me ask y'all this. So, this is what makes men ain't shit. So, two things. Body count matters to y'all.
Whoa. I ain't say
No,
that.
I'm asking. Does it?
You asking to me?
Doesn't matter. If you're a girl, if you started dating a woman and you said yours is about 10, hers is like 27.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but I feel like because it's your past and it was before me. Now, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I am gonna give you the deal. I'm gonna say to your face, I'm like, I probably come back and tell Larry, she got 27. But to me, I don't think it would stop me from dating you. Now, like you said, now if we go out.
Yeah, that's what really matters.
Yeah. If you go out and somebody like, hey, such a boy, she gets a mean one. I'm like, whoa.
You go to the bar and the dude like, oh, you with her? Ah, damn, she. Hey, tell her to do the thing. I'm like, whoa, what you talking about?
Like, man, you see these hands. I don't think I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if it was before. If I knew you was loyal and you're not cheating and I don't, your body count won't happen. But kind of like what you said, because it's behind me. There's nothing I can do. It's in the past. Well, I mean, what you want me to get in the DeLorean and try to find you and change? I don't think it would matter for me.
At the end of the day, I think everybody has like a whole phase.
Oh, I agree. Man,
You about to say no?
I agree.
Now she over there like
I'm trying to run through my friends. And yeah, I agree.
Yeah, everybody goes through a whole phase. And I definitely.
But I don't feel like it's a satisfying one for everybody, which is really annoying.
Well, apparently it wasn't satisfying for me.
Like, dag. Like, what's the point of it then?
Well, I definitely feel like right after school, I really slept with one person. And we kind of did a lot, and I was really comfortable with her. So, like, a lot of my whole phase, it came from one person. So, like, but I absolutely agree with you. Everybody goes through a whole phase. And to me, for dudes getting upset, it's definitely a double standard. Dudes are talking about, oh, yeah, son, I got like 40 under my belt, bet. If a girl came the same way and was like, she got 40, the first thing a dude will call her is a hoe. Exactly. And to me, that's crazy. You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. So what makes her situation different from yours? I can never understand that.
I mean, I think it's a double standard that is slowly phasing out.
You may be right about that.
I said, like, for me,
no, it's not.
For real?
No, it's really not. Like, if anything,
slowly. I ain't say that shit.
No, unfortunately, it's really not. Like, here's what it's transitioning, not phasing out. A girl who has a lot of bodies, it's like every guy now wants to sleep with her. But as far as like taking her seriously, no. But you gotta think about like think about the people in like Hollywood, right? Like what's her name?
I've never been there.
Lori Harvey. Shut up. Lori Harvey, right?
Who is that?
It's over for her.
She on my wish list.
Who's Lori Harvey? I don't know her. Who is that?
She's Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. She took his last name.
Do I need to Google?
Google her.
In the future right now.
She's been with everybody basically in under like the last 2 years.
I ain't gonna let you do that.
Diddy for 2 seconds.
Diddy.
Future. Who else was she talking to? I mean, literally.
She was with everybody.
My point is, everybody wanted her, and yet nobody's taking her seriously at the same time.
But at the same time, rappers do that. They share women. Like
And then let's transition it from rappers in Hollywood to now these guys who basically embody everything about their being to what these rappers in Hollywood are doing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
That's just some lame shit. You can't make your own identity. That's just lame shit.
Okay, yeah, but that's what it is. And it's like women now, it's like we're working on changing the narrative. Like there should be
no,
different,
hold on, let's go back to that real quick.
You still get judged.
Because you're talking about how these dudes are embodying what they see on the TV from these rappers, from these Hollywood actors, whatever. But why are women going for that?
Oh, for a bag? For clout?
No, I'm talking about your average Joe, your average, around the world.
Why are they going for what exactly?
Why are they going for the dude that is pretending to be X, Y, and Z, pretending to be?
You're completely changing the subject.
But you brought it up because you said, these people who are embodying these rappers.
It's a lifestyle.
So they see the lifestyle and like,
lifestyle that to them they associate with money, fame, fortune, bags, clothes, whatever the case may be, attention. A lot of times it's just simply for attention.
Josh, did you find Lori Harvey?
Say again?
Did you find Lori Harvey?
I don't think this is the right Lori Harvey because she plays soccer and she's a football coach.
It's Lori and then Harvey.
Okay, didn't I? Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, well, if you want me to be honest, she's way below my weight class. 1.
Oh my goodness.
2. She she has a lot of work done to her face.
I think
that's just her face.
Yeah.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah, I think that's just her face.
Okay, so I see her in a picture right now. In fact, big ups to Google. All right. I see Future. I see Diddy, and Diddy's on a boat. Okay, so y'all give me the rundown. What's up? What's so special about her?
I don't know. She's beautiful for sure. You don't think Lori Harvey's beautiful?
She's all right. She's all right. She's not beautiful.
I forgot. I ain't supposed to talk to you about standards. Like, I'm not supposed to talk to you about women. We have 2 completely different tastes in women.
I think she's pretty. I think she's pretty. I think she's naturally pretty.
Yeah, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, but she's definitely pretty.
Definitely all right. I give her that. She's definitely all right.
She's definitely all right.
What do you want me to say that she's beautiful?
Larry, you don't know your beauty standards are just.
She's definitely all right. So
that's why women ain't shit.
This is why women ain't shit. What's the little meme where it's Future reading the book? Why women deserve less or some crap like that.
Oh my God.
That meme is the best. But I mean, yeah, she's all right. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I'm gonna screen share what I got right here so y'all can see this.
Oh no, Raven already put her up.
Oh.
And plus I already know what she looks like.
Oh, okay. So
but to those who are listening, she's a very attractive woman.
Very?
Okay.
I think she's pretty.
Yeah, she's definitely
to me, I'm not gonna say very attractive because like if you were to see her walking down the street, Larry, I don't even think you would look twice.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't think you would. I think that you would see her, you would think she's cute for 2 seconds. Like that picture right there, like on what? The one where she's like looking to the side. No, go back to the left. Left one more, and now scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. That one. Right there. You totally went past it.
I saw it.
I think that if you were to see her, Larry, I don't think you would even look twice at the girl.
Larry, I don't know, Raven. Larry, Larry, Larry,
Because you also have to keep in mind the pictures where, like, when you see somebody in their most natural, like, kind of way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, anybody get glammed up. Oh, yeah, she bad. But I mean, like, if you were to see her walk down the street, yeah, she's pretty, and you would notice that she's pretty. But as far as you thinking that, oh my God, she's gorgeous, she's not that kind of girl to me. That's just like, oh my God, she's gorgeous.
I ain't do all that.
You
I ain't do the all.
Very attractive.
She's gorgeous.
You said very attractive. I would give it to her that she's a pretty girl, but very attractive.
See, all right, because I feel like attractive is just like, you know, as Josh would say, she all right.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. She all right.
All right.
You put the very in front of it to, you know, that's when you get into the, oh, she's beautiful, she's pretty range.
So Raven or Larry, or one of y'all gonna go about y'all body count? I'm not gonna be the only one that put my business out here.
Okay, so but you have to understand something. Mine is a little bit
Nah, it all counts.
I feel like she's gonna be the one to say the separation between oral and intercourse.
No, it's just
it all counts.
Special.
Okay, if it all counts, okay, cool. All right.
I'm just letting her. I know what she's talking about. I'm just telling her to put it all in there.
Put it all in there. We potted today, baby.
It's a little special. But I would say, well, hold on, Larry. You talk while I get mine together. Hold on.
Damn, she over here like counting on her.
Wait,
the phone. That's how you know she get busy. See, for me, it ain't nothing special. Josh, I'm like right there with you. I'm at a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't that special.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know, according to my friends, I didn't realize my light skinness until later on in life.
Oh, so you was gonna use your light skinness to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Man.
I mean, I didn't, so.
Okay, Josh, you have 10. Larry, you have how much?
Around 14.
Uh-oh. I don't like your face, Ray.
I already know I'm about to say damn after this. So you can say 2 and I'll be like, damn.
No. Well, okay, hold on. Let me also do this real quick. Hold on, keep going.
So Larry, you actually bring up a good point. I definitely feel like growing up, like the odds were really stacked against me. Number one, because I was dark skinned. Number two, I was chunky. Well, I was fat. I was pleasantly plump.
Husky.
I definitely feel like it was only, and big ups, it was only a handful of girls. So that's what we was talking about last week about the comedy. I definitely feel like my comedy had to make up for, and you know, I've always been comfortable with the skin I am because I've always been big. So I definitely feel like I had to work extra hard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had to work extra hard. When somebody like you, a light-skinned dude, do something real corny and stupid, then they're like, oh my God.
No. I ain't corny though. I ain't one of those corny light-skinned dudes just like doing random shit. Like what we see on the timeline, dudes eating peaches with whipped cream. I was like, dog, get out of here.
But I'm trying to tell you, Larry, your platform could really, really be risen if you used it to your advantage. You eat that peach with whipped cream. I'm trying to tell you, you do that. You stand in the sunlight.
Honestly, I can imagine posting that. Both of y'all calling me the moment y'all see it.
Boy, I would be like this. I would literally be like this. Larry. Delete that shit. Delete.
I'm gonna die laughing. I'm probably going to repost it with all the die laughing emojis. Like,
I would have found it.
You know what? Just for y'all, wait till I get in shape. I'm getting this summer body 2021. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going for the summer body this year. But next year, because this year is practically over.
It doesn't count. This just doesn't count. So body count. So actually, I have the highest out of the three of us here.
Knew it.
But for the, I mean, how much do I want to expose? If y'all, okay, for whoever's listening, if you know me, you know that is, like I said, it's a colorful list. But yes, mine is at a good 18.
You lying?
Shut up, Josh. It's under 20.
No, you actually had me thinking like you was about to say like 25 to 30. Yeah.
No, of course.
I had about $30 on 35.
No,
Like, no, I ain't even lying. Like, me and Josh, we got this bet.
No.
I got the $30 right.
Like, yo, okay, all right.
But like I said, it's different for me. But I feel like, you know,
But at the same time, like I said, I
I'm a single woman that, well, I'm not single, but was a single woman living in New York. And I went off to college and,
I said, yep.
you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
when I was in college, I was in a
experience.
relationship.
Yeah, and I wasn't. My boyfriend.
You was in a relationship in college?
That with me.
Yeah, man, I made big mistakes going there.
I'll say because at one point I was looking at a relationship in college. It just didn't span out the way I wanted it to. So
No, because my situation was a long distance relationship in college. It's not even like we went to school together.
So you remember I was telling you my first love I broke up with because I was going to college, and I figured that in college I was gonna be sleeping with all these women. So I broke up with my first love because I was going to college.
It sounded like you shouldn't have been dating her anyway if you thought if you was going to college getting all this, you know.
Here's the thing, because okay, when you looked at college the only college experience or close to college experience I had seen was like National Lampoon, American Pie. You're thinking, oh man, we about to go bonkers out here. Like I'm gonna be surrounded by vagina.
What about A Different World? You didn't see that on that.
And that's because they couldn't show that. But I'm pretty sure that HBCU like that would have been even worse.
I went to an HBCU.
Have you seen the HBCU confessions?
It was literally like American Pie, to be completely honest with you. It was wow.
That's what I'm saying. Larry and I don't know if you follow him, Raven, but there's this Twitter account called HBCU Confessions, right?
Oh.
And
Yeah.
let me tell you, the tweets that come from that thing
Some of them gotta be fake.
I believe it though. No, when I tell you some of the stuff that even myself got into in college, looking back on it,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, why?
I did some shit I'm not proud of in school too. Like when I look back at it, I'm like, man, that was really ain't shit moment. That was really an ain't shit moment. You know, but college also taught me a valuable lesson too. Dudes, and I know we kind of getting off subject, but dudes are the worst. Like dudes are the freaking.
That ain't shit.
Like you can't tell dudes your business. Like they'll hate on you. Everything.
Mouth.
Nobody your business.
Against you to be a girl and everything else.
You
Men don't have what I learned in college with my experience is guys can be blood related or the best of friends, roommates, teammates, whatever. No loyalty.
No loyalty. I agree. No loyalty. There's no loyalty amongst
whatsoever.
Few dudes who have loyalty. Like no bull. I can probably count my friends, my true male friends on one hand.
I feel like a lot of guys they throw everything out the window. I've seen guys come and tell me what they homeboy is doing behind my back just so he can have a better chance at getting with me or whatever the case may be. I've seen guys lie about whether or not they were sleeping with people, everything to each other, denying each other to girls. Like it's like just all this for what? Sex?
Yeah.
All this for sex.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an active participant in that kind of lifestyle. What is that?
Behavior. That behavior.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
I mean, there are also instances too, though, where, well, never mind.
We party.
Are you snitching again?
I caught myself.
That's crazy.
I did catch myself.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, I did not know dudes were so scandalous till I got to college. And like you said, they'll say anything, do anything, and hate. Dudes hate on each other so much. Oh my goodness.
But here's what I find most interesting.
Oh.
Even after all that betrayal, still be boys at the end
Yep.
of the day.
And
That's the weirdest part for me. Now I really know y'all are very snake-like, because it's like y'all will completely screw each other over and then still be the best of friends at the end of the day. No, I'm good on that.
I can't just put that on one sex, because women talk mad shit
No, now here's the thing. Boys can literally fight each other, physically fight each other, and get right back to being the best friends like nothing ever happened.
Aggression.
Women? No, it's like from then on. Like, we can't get over nothing. We can't work through nothing. You cross me once, that's it forever on period. No,
we gotta talk about that, because for men, we're taught that, like, at a young age, sometimes they say, "Oh, fight and get it out, like get out that aggression, and then like make up." It's like what I've heard that saying: fight and make up.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Women can't get over that, and that's why y'all hold grudges all the time. But it's been sometimes I squared up with some of my friends, and after that we was done.
like really squared up with him, though.
We would like, I forgot what we called it back in the day. It was like going chess. It was like just straight chess. Yeah, just straight chess shots. But like, Josh, you finished Insecure like you said you was going to?
No, I did not.
Because I was going to say because of Issa and Molly.
Okay, right. Say less. Next week podcast.
No.
Listen to me.
I'm about to just spoil it. I'm about to just spoil the whole season.
No, do not. I'm watching the whole thing. In fact, say less. I'm already adding it to the queue to turn on to be done. Next week.
What season are you on, Josh?
I just started season 2.
Okay, I feel like you've had enough time by now to be a little bit further along than that.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
He swore to me last week. He was like, "I'm going to watch the season."
I was, but HBO Max been blessing me with the Studio Ghibli stuff and the DC Comics stuff. I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Larry, I think you just ruin it for him.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Larry. Don't do it.
All right.
I feel like, you know, I'm behind you whipping your ass on camera. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Whatever. All right. I feel like we even went through every topic, but I did want to ask you something real quick, Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Because throughout the years, there's been one particular guy I've been telling you to date. A real safe guy, real
safe. That's all. That's where we need to stop right there.
No. We're going to, but look at him now.
I don't like people for what they have.
No. I'm not saying that because, all right, let me just give you a little bit background on the guy, right?
I'm completely out of the loop here.
Completely out, but I'm going to explain him to you, Josh. All right, so it's this guy.
Great guy.
Great guy. Raven's known him forever.
Also see him as a brother. So there's that as well.
Wait, does he know Larry?
Yeah.
I met him before.
You met him before?
Yeah.
Met him when we were dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even then I was like, yo, Raven, you should really date this guy.
Wait. Time out. You told Raven while y'all was dating that you should really date this guy?
Yeah, man. When I see somebody just perfectly for somebody, it don't matter. I'm like, you know what? Y'all should date.
You're to disrespect Josh. You hear?
But Josh.
Yeah. Definition of a ain't shit.
Yeah, right. No bull, Larry. What the
Yeah, in a whole relationship with somebody, but be like, oh yeah, that guy's great for you.
Oh my God.
There you go. There you have it.
What you say?
I said continue because I really need to hear where this is going. Because unless
all right, so I'm just gonna explain the guy. I'm gonna explain the guy. And honestly, back in the day when we was dating, it was more like a joke because I knew she would never date him. But it was like a real nerdy guy. But he seemed very caring and all that kind of stuff. So it was a joke. But then after we broke up, I was like, yo, you should really date that guy. Like, he'll give you everything that you want out of a emotional aspect. And on top of that, financially. Okay?
Okay.
Now fast forward 10 years later. Dude working on buying like his third house, making like over $100K every year, probably driving a Maserati. Like,
Maseratis are trash, but continue.
But I'm just saying, he probably got all that. You know, he's real secure in his life.
Very secure, highly successful man. Very, very, very driven. He is great. I mean, honestly, he's a great guy.
But
I'm not into him like that. And mind you, we grew up together. I've known him since I was like 5. Like, I have never seen him in that light ever. His family is like my third other family. Like, we spend holidays with each other. Like, always have. He's never been the guy that I'm like, oh, I'm into you. Like, no. Not to mention, let's lead with the biggest thing. Our personalities are worlds apart. Worlds apart. Worlds apart. Like, it's to the point where it's just kind of like it's so awkward that even Larry knows it's awkward. Think he's great, but carrying the conversation, what are we going to talk about?
Whoa. What did you just say about awkwardness?
You've seen how he and I are together.
You said it was like, even you know it's awkward. Like, I'm just like the most awkward nigga on
He's awkward. He's awkward. He's not now. And no, and I hate even talking about him like this. He's not awkward. It's just we're very different.
I was, just to clean it up a little bit, y'all are awkward together. I would say that.
We're very different. We're total extremes.
But I bring this up because I want to know why women look at nice guys like not an option.
Not true. So just because I'm not into one guy particularly now means that I'm not into nice guys. I feel like every guy that I've ever dated was a nice guy, except for like
Larry.
I will bring up the track.
You was like, every guy was a nice guy except, and I was like, Larry.
Clearly, right. He was the worst of all, apparently. But no, I like nice guys. I do not like the bad boy. I don't like I'm just now starting to get into like the jock, like the athlete. I'm just now getting into that, and even that's already dead and gone and over because he totally ruined that for me. And like, I'm like my last serious relationship, my last serious boyfriend, the biggest nerd, the most socially awkward person. He has no social media whatsoever. He could lock himself in his room and play video games for life. Won't like life.
No,
like
see, but I think the difference.
He's a break dancer for fun. He got little finger thingies, like.
Oh my God, he break. Now, I do feel like that's a stereotype that's dying out. I do feel like
he will not let it go.
And all that are dying out. You know how nerds were finishing last? I believe that is a phase that's dying out.
Women are starting to watch anime now.
Oh, super into anime.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
but no.
Phase is out. So
I say like, because it seemed like women pick let's call them projects, not to
No.
Women,
no. That's you're not gonna change the subject again.
No.
Hold on. Back to the first subject. Second of all, not the same thing. But my point is, I like nice guys. I just didn't like that particular guy. I think that women I will agree with you though. I do think that women definitely go more for that bad boy vibe. But like I said earlier about the rappers, it is a lifestyle that women are chasing. I think a lot of times. And they don't see in media, and let's call it what it is, especially we're all black, let's call it what it is, and black publicity with relationships. I mean, outside of Barack and Michelle, name a couple that isn't giving off the bad boy. Even Beyonce has completely changed her entire
up until last week.
Her appearance, her demeanor, everything to go off with this same little vibe that she didn't even have before.
Like I was saying, up until last week, I would have said Will and Jada, but now they ain't.
You know what?
No, we always knew they were in an open relationship.
Exactly. We always knew there was something going on with that. And I want to tell you that.
We always knew that.
I just knew right there something was like weird with them. And now this whole thing is just completely off the wall with Jada in August. And
He's both dating too.
There was something wrong with that.
It's just not a thing. You don't do that.
Right.
You said you don't go from dating Tupac to Will Smith?
Yeah. There has to be a middle person that would make way more sense, and it just wasn't. But I feel like also with them too, Jada, it doesn't even act like she in love with him. Never did, in my opinion.
Oh no, I definitely got that.
I think they've called their relationship like a partnership at this point. Like we're life partners. I don't even think that they're like in love with each other for real, for real.
I mean, that's a sad part. But back to what I was saying though, because we get a little off topic, but just to wrap it up, because I'm trying to figure out as far as women going for the bad boys, whatever. What incentivizes a guy to being that better guy?
So now I'm about to transition into a whole different segue because I'm real big on, but I'm serious. It's the same topic. So hear me out. I'm big on women knowing who they are, what they need, and what they want from a deeper place, not just society. And what you're really asking right now is why women don't want more for themselves. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we all know that this drug dealer, this arrogant guy who doesn't treat anybody right, or this guy who's been with all the girls, or this super flashy guy or whatever, at the end of the day, if he doesn't have a good heart to match these things that you like in him, it will never matter. But you have to take it back to the home. What do these girls' fathers look like, and how do their fathers treating them? What are these girls' brothers doing? What are their best guy friends doing? Who are their role models, and what are they doing? It's not really about, like I said, it's not really about, oh, we want the bad boy, or women wanting the bad boy versus the nice guy. But I'm trying to tell you, it goes back to what they see and what they know. Who is seeing the nice guy really win in movies and publicity and social media? Who is watching now? And then here's the worst part of it all. Let's get back into that simp comment. Now what's happening is guys they're being nice. They're starting to be nice, and they're acting nice just to get the girl. Once they get the girl, that's it. Then they go right back to being assholes.
Yeah, that's just annoying. Like I don't ever claim to be like just a nice guy. I mean, I have nice qualities about myself, and I feel like I'm a great, boyfriend to have. But at the same time, I see my flaws. I see where I mess up. But at the end of the day, I never try to be nice to a woman just so I can get what I want out of them.
Yeah, you don't. But what I'm telling you is that's
I know what happens. I know.
But what I'm saying is, it's not even like nice guys are finishing last, because girls are now getting in. Okay, so like I said, for me and my friends, right? Here's what is happening, and now we have to have this conversation on the regular. Why would you do all this if you didn't even really like me? You done went out your way. Like I said, for me, it's like I live in New York or whatever. I got people that are willing to travel from states to come see me, or whatever the case may be. But why would you do all of this and be there for me and blah, 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 blah. Text me good morning all day, every day. Be the nice guy just to still have nothing for me at the end of the day. And honestly, it's to the point where for some girls, I might as well just go date the fuckboy, because at least I know what I'm getting. But and he can't hide it. It is what it is. We know he's dirt. We know he's trash. We know what kind of dude he is. We know the games he's going to play. We already know that, and we know how to deal with it. But we're having a harder time now dealing with all these guys who, you're sweet. And even after the fact, even after you play me, I'm still sitting back looking at it like, but you were so nice. And like, but all the things that you did. So do I hate you, or do I just feel heartbroken? Do I feel played with, or did I do something wrong? Now it's just confusing. So you can't even trust the nice guys anymore.
Yeah.
So that completely, in my opinion, I think that why are nice guys finishing last? I don't really think so. I guess what you're asking is, why are the real nice guys finishing last? Talk to your homeboys about how to treat women. Because at this point, y'all are having conversations. Y'all are not having real conversations amongst yourselves about what your friends or
I got to tell you, because
the women.
Me and Josh already had this conversation. I surround myself with people like me. Like, for the most part, like 95% how my friends would behave in a certain situation like I would.
Face look like that.
I said 95. Now that 5%, I know what that face is coming from. At the same time, I let people make their decisions. I talk to them about it, but at the end of the day, you know, if it ain't really hurting nobody, you know.
I'm just okay.
But me and Josh already talked about it. Like, I don't really hang with fuckboys like that.
You don't, which is why we're friends.
But that's
and
what
you're
I'm
not
saying.
one, even though you
like, oh,
have tendencies.
You said talk to them because you know.
Okay, so I remember this is a generalized statement.
Oh, so now you could be general. Earlier you couldn't.
I'm being general. I'm speaking to the audience. I'm just saying this is where it stems from. You have to understand, like, when your boys are out here doing dirt and you're the nice guy out the group, and these are the guys who are pulling all the women and they're treating them all bad. First of all, I asked the guy this very same question, actually. He was like, something, good girls don't exist no more. All girls want is a guy with money, da, 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 right? And so I directly asked him, I said, okay, so when you get that good girl who doesn't want nothing like that from you and she really wants to love and support you and beat it, do you know what to do with her? He straight up said, no, I wouldn't have a clue. He was like, what am I? So I wouldn't even believe her. I wouldn't even trust her. So it's the same thing for us. It's literally the same thing for us. It's like we can't. It's like see a nice guy and think what of him, unless you grew up in a home where you witnessed your dad be a great father to you and a great husband to his wife and treat other women well, because that's another thing. Women think that, oh well, he treat me good, so he a good dude. Yeah, how does he treat all the other women in his life?
Whoa, because some women don't like a friendly guy.
No. Not what I said. I said the other women in his life.
No, because so
how is he with his exes? How is he with any female friends he might have? How is he with his mom? How is he with his sisters, his nieces? How is he with how does he talk about women when he's with his boys? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, be friendly. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying like, you know, I saw the quotation marks for y'all listening. I put quotation marks and I said it sarcastically. So y'all know it's not necessarily a guy being quote unquote friendly, but what if he's just caring? Like he literally just cares about how people are treated and he just goes out of his way to make sure everyone.
It looks different. So if I'm dating a guy who's just caring, I'm gonna know that he's caring and not flirting. It looks different. But you have to also understand that I know the difference. I know what a caring, loving man looks like versus a dude that's out here flirting. You gotta know, a lot of these women don't know nothing. What's the name of the song? It's one of the songs where basically she was like, a lot of y'all ain't been with a real bitch and it shows. And that's a real fact for women too. A lot of women have never been with a real man or seen a real man and don't know how to act with that. So even if a guy is just being plain nice, plain caring, giving a genuine, healthy little compliment, nothing to it, like complimented a woman on her shoes or something, the insecure woman who's never seen a good man or a guy just be genuine, she's not going to know how to deal with that.
I do agree with what you were saying because I do feel like because it's the same thing for dudes.
Yeah.
Having a positive male model in a woman's life is important. It's the same thing it'd be important in a man. Like, and you brought up a good point. I love what you said. Like, how does he treat other women and how does he talk about other women when he's around men? And I'm in my cousins and shit, I'm the one, and I will quick story real quick. You know, I got tons of. First of all, RIP to my man Buster. He passed away, but Buster, one day we was over at my cousin William's house and Buster called his baby mama or some chick. And he said, Josh, I just want some pussy. All right, so he picks up the phone, calls her. Yo, what up, bitch? What you doing?
Wow.
And everybody knows how I am, so we were all sitting in the room, and I go like, I'm looking like this. And he's like, man, fuck all that, bitch. Am I coming over or not? And I'm like, Buster. And literally he hung up the phone. And I'm like, Buster, why? Why does she gotta be a bitch? Why can't she just be, hey, how you doing? He said, Josh, these girls don't know how to take that. And I paid attention to what he said. Now,
but she was still on the phone with him.
She was still on the phone.
So that lets you know that she knows how to handle that, because me?
That's what I'm saying. You would have hung up. And Buster, and I didn't think about it until Buster said that, because he
Got a valid point.
He said, Josh, these women don't know if I sound like you, and he said, Josh, no disrespect, if I sound like you talking to this girl, she think, no, number one, that I'm trying to be funny, that my good, like me trying to say, please, thank you, that I'm trying to be funny or some shit, or she just think I'm a straight up cornball.
But that's so sad all around. It's sad for her and it's sad for him. Like, I'm looking for a man that's gonna, like I said, I want to know how you treat other women. So if I see that you know the difference between me and that hoe, clearly, and you gonna talk to that hoe like a hoe, you still not gonna be able to talk to me like a lady. Okay, I know you know the difference, but what I don't like is the fact that you can't teach her how to see more in herself.
Exactly.
And so not type then either.
And that's the same thing I said, Buster. I said, Buster, I truly get your point. I truly get your point. But the thing is, do you have to call her a bitch? You can't. And even if she did think you was corny, why can't you just tell her, oh no, this just, and Buster knew the difference. Like you were saying, he knew the difference. He was in the military and everything. He knew the difference. And I sat there so blown away, because the first thing I thought is she was like, yo, who the fuck you talking? And hang up the phone. She stayed the whole conversation with him just calling her a bitch.
And I bet you she gave it up too.
Oh, he went over there in 10 minutes. He was like, all right, I'll see you in a minute, bitch. Like, that's what he said. Like, I couldn't. It completely, y'all, it completely blew my mind, because I couldn't believe she was sitting there taking that, number one, and I just couldn't believe it. But this is what we were talking about with the male model. Like, if a woman sees a true male model in her eyes, like somebody who's like, no, you're not going to take that. No, nobody's going to call you outside your name. But I feel like it's the same thing for men too. Men have to have a good woman model, a good woman that's positive they look up to, because it affects them later on in life. Because one, I'm never going to call no woman a bitch. I remember one time I was getting it in with some chick back in the day, and she wanted me to call her a bitch, and I couldn't do it. I said,
that's different. That now, well,
I couldn't do it, Raven. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And she wanted me to do it, and I was like, okay. And I was like, you bitch. I just couldn't do it, because when I was growing up, my mom had told me, the way you treat a woman is the way you treat me. Yeah. And so we're sitting there having sex, and she's like,
moment, Josh.
Huh?
It's not a thought you should be having in that moment.
I didn't have a thought in that moment, but the thing was, like, we're having sex, and she's like, call me a bitch. I was like, you bitch.
I think that's totally different. But you gotta understand, like, that is just simply because it's not something I hear every now and then. So that might get a little bit of a different rise out of me if I ask for it in this moment. But that's because I asked for it in this moment. I'm in control of the narrative and how you perceive me in this moment. You do not get to come out of your face and disrespect me on your time ever.
Right, ever.
That's going to be okay.
It's the same thing with hitting. Like, I could never understand how, I mean, it goes around like dudes just smack women and stay in abusive relationships, and it kills me. It kills me because I wasn't raised like that. So, like, I would never. Now, you coming at me with a knife or something, I may have to Batman your ass and toss you across the room or some shit like that. But, like, I never just being so mad that I just hit a woman. Like, oh my gosh, what's my man from the Ravens?
Rice.
So y'all, I didn't see that video till almost 2 weeks after.
Oh, I saw that.
I remember watching the video on Twitter, and he hit that girl, and I said, "Oh, he killed her!" Like, I was like, "Oh shit, he killed her!" And then I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It completely blew my mind. And then some people in the comments was like, "Maybe she deserved it." What?
Okay, I will tell you this. Some women will take you there.
They will.
But these are the women that you leave alone. Nobody, man or woman, because I gotta be real. I'm gonna speak on it. Unpopular opinion: women are just as abusive.
Agreed. I didn't
Just
say
as abusive.
Yeah.
And no one, man or woman, it don't matter how mad you make me, deserves to be hit. I just don't think that that's the answer. But it happens a lot. But just say somebody deserves it. I get understanding that somebody could take you there, but to actually go do it, especially to be a man and punch a woman. I mean, punch her. I don't mean smack her, because you got to think too generationally. Not that it's okay, but listen, our grandfathers was probably, tapping, every now and then.
I would beat his ass.
I'm just saying. But and you also have to think in different cultures.
Remember the joke we watched with the skateboard?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. No.
And that was in your hood, Raven.
That wasn't right.
That was in your hood.
He was definitely wearing butters. It was
a longboard.
Make one thing clear.
It wasn't even a regular skateboard. Longboards have bigger wheels.
Oh my God, son.
Let's make one thing clear. We do not condone any type of abuse.
Negative. Not here. We don't.
I'm also proud of Raven for
unless you smack me in the bedroom. Then I think.
What'd you say, Larry?
Proud of you for knowing the difference between a longboard and skateboard. I didn't think you would.
So my ex-boyfriend was a skateboarder too. So there you go.
Boy, he's like 37. He was still skateboarding.
Not 37. He's definitely 34.
Hey, Larry, he can't be a skater boy. Come on, man.
I don't know. Hey,
he doesn't know how to drive, so he had to find other ways to get around.
I'm all for people enjoying their life. If you want to take up skateboarding when you 47, 57, I don't care.
That's fine. That's guy that I would like to date.
Back in the day, Larry, he was a skater boy. She says
he wasn't good enough for you.
I'll be at the studio singing the song. That shit was fire, Larry. That shit was fire.
This has been episode 5 of Men Ain't Shit.
Stop talking till you beg that out.
What happened?
Me and Raven was about to go into the Skater Boy song, and you just blew it.
I was cutting that off. I was cutting y'all short. Y'all didn't feel that? Y'all didn't see that happening?
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. The song is playing.
Man.
This has been episode 5 of Men Ain't Shit, and I want to thank Raven for being our special guest. I learned some stuff about myself that apparently I ain't shit in many situations.
Clearly.
But, like I say every episode, I'm trying to get better.
That's true.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is fun.